Well, hello and welcome. The ever generous and gentlemanly Brits agreed to play their third match straight away. So we are going into that game just in a minute, and I'll roll the intro trailer since it was a while since I did it while I start up the game. Hello and welcome back. Third match. The one and only game of all the games in round two that went to a third match. So this will be really interesting. Canadians taking the first match and the Germans counterattacking and taking the second, seizing the second victory. So really interesting to see. I think we have a live game, so let's move into that straight away. Here we are. Action villain starting on the German left. Jon from the 12th SS Panzer Division Hitlerjugend starting on the right. Let's turn off the fog of war. Now we have... so it's the same starting position. Spoon starting where he did before. Tross is starting where he did before. What makes this game different from the last one is, of course, that there's no Ghost Commander this time. This is pretty interesting. You see 4 units almost rushing for the middle. Kubelwagen out there from Jon, and a Vickers double Vickers start for the Canadians. It looks like the Pioneers and the Sturmpioneers are going to be the first one to reach this tower in the middle. And as we could see in the last fight, the one who has the tower gains increased line of sight. It's kind of extreme, that one. You see all the way down to this place over there. Sturmpioneers flanking around this log here. Pioneers have to retreat. They're probably going to try to seize the house. Sturmpioneers moving in here. Do we see some early grenades from the Brits? We've seen it before. Taking some casualties, but moving up a Vickers in support. Sturmpioneers don't take the bait and go out, but the Pioneers are going down in the middle. And they're moving in MG42 in the building. Yeah, the fight is hard here in the middle, but it's already down to 2 men. Vickers in a prominent position there. Second Vickers brought up. Looks like the Germans are going out strong this time. The Canadians have changed up their tactics a little bit this time. Yeah. The Panzerlehr and the 12th SS look like they will lose the center this time, and they haven't capped anything really, back capped anything here. They got the Kugelwagen going around, so this time it's the Brits that are seizing this important building in the top. Got line of sight in all directions actually, and windows to shoot out from. Let's turn on the fog of war and put ourselves in Spoon's position. You see pretty far down here. There's a blind spot here, but you see anything approaching on these approaching roads here. Yeah, this is turning out to be, I think it's a hard nut to crack for the Germans this time. I think Action Willem lost most of his units. MG42 lost in the building, and the thing is these Atrocious, that's his Vickers in the center there, he will see this approach.
Infantry squad trained and ready to go.
The Germans taking up a more defensive position on the VP here, bringing up the supply half track. Let's see what he put up there. It's going to be the battle group headquarters. So he's going to be able to reinforce from there and heal. Probably going to be his base of fire for all the artillery that we've seen in earlier games from him. Action Villain is bringing up a mortar, so they're going heavy on the indirect fire. Can't see anything of that happening with the Brits, but the Brits are branching out. Engagement here. Infantry sections probing in for the German right VP. Looks like a grenade went in on the Sturm Pioneers there. Pretty even engagement from Spoon and Jon. Two battling it out. Oh, look at this. There's a mortar hiding behind the tree there. This slope, and then an MG covering the approach. He's moving down a bit. Yeah, the mortar's catching it out. The MG42 is actually covering that one. Vickers take a few hits, but it's firing straight out point blank at the mortar, but it needs to retreat. Looks like it could get taken down. Yeah, it got annihilated by the Sturm Pioneers, and now the Germans are bringing in mortar fire on the building in the middle. They kind of suspect that that the Canadians are there. We can't see anything, so this is just blind fire. See if they can bring up any troops and seize this Vickers. Bringing in more indirect fire on the building there. They really want this down, but the Brits have retreated and put their MGs in cover on the top. They got supporting infantry section and a universal carrier. Also an infantry section that can move. It looks like they can move up here. Yeah, it's like a secret little approach there from the flanks. Moving in an MG. He thinks the house is cleared now, so he can move it in. He can't see anything, right? No, he can't see anything. He's just guessing that this will be the case. He's continuing to bombard the building, but it's gone down now. Brits maneuvering their Kugelwagen encounters an infantry section on the lookout there. Two infantry support guns. We saw this from Jon's earlier game. Are they keep bombarding this? No, now they've moved their fire up. I'm guessing this is still blunt fire because I don't think they have double MGs here. And a spotting grenadier squad. Brits are able to fire though. Moving in the Storm Pioneers in this hail of fire. Grenadiers has to retreat. Good control from Action Villain. Moving in this.
Command vehicle and call in recon support.
Vickers equipped Universal Carrier going in. A flank going in with Tross's engineers equipped with flamethrowers. Looks like Universal Carrier goes down there. Looks like the Vickers, yes. Push. Now Tross's is the only one. This flank is totally open. The Vickers opening fire on these Sturm Pioneers. We got supporting sections from Spoon there. So Tross's defense fell there in the face of the Germans, but now that they're moving up. But Spoon is still holding this center, and this Vickers is in hard cover, can probably annihilate this MG42. Yeah. Oh, this would be bad for the Germans. They could just have moved up another squad up there, but looks like it's going to go down. But the Vickers is also not. He's going to pick this MG42 up. That also got annihilated. So both MG42s of and this flank here got rid of the mortar, and the Vickers put so there's just wreckages of artillery lying around here. You know, this attack didn't, and now they're throwing down artillery here. They can see down there. Will the Germans expect this? Yeah, they see it. They move out of the way, but this light infantry support guy is going to get very low health Grenadier moving in to scout, I'm guessing here. Not so much. All of Spoon's forces are... No, not all of them. He's forming a little forward assembly on his left, the Canadian left flank, and moving in to harass the point. His engineers are equipped with... Oh, well, I just got a bug splat there. That's unfortunate, actually. But these things can happen when you're live casting a little bit. Let's see if I can start this game up again. I'm going to leave you with the map. It's unfortunate. It's actually the first game this has happened in the whole campaign. But there's a lot of things. I should have maybe restarted the computer before I went into this. I'm restarting company here now. Of course, gonna let the guys continue to fight. Gonna try to spectate the game again. I'm really sorry about this. I'm loading up the game again. See if I can fast forward it to where I think we were. Well, it looked like the Brits had really, done a number on their own strategy there, doing, not falling into the same trap as they did the last time, and the German push there when they were just, trying to bulldoze those MG42 into a held sector. They had good artillery support, but I think that was pivotal for the game. That the two MGs there just rushed it in blind and got annihilated.
A machine and gewehr team is awaiting orders. A squad of pioneers has arrived.
Let's just do this. I'll bring you into this. Hope you can see the screen now.
The enemy is taking our territory.
There you can see the first MG goes down in the building. Just gonna follow this middle here. And now the Brits are in possession of the middle. This is a very weak point in the game for the Germans. You know, both the forces just went for the middle and the Brits won. That's gonna give them an advantage the whole game. Just to fast forwarding to where I think we were. You can see the massive artillery being built up by John here. And then the push. 2 MGs at the same place, supporting my mortar. This grenadier moves in. Yeah, the flank there took out the mortar. At least I'm not like ahead, because I remember this MG got taken out. And this
The enemy has killed a machine gun crew. A new engineer section is waiting for orders.
Yeah, and then I think he called down artillery here. I missed that Spoon had built a forward assembly on the British left flank. This artillery there, went down. Can't see this unit on the tactical map when it's in this tower here. Let's just switch to Spoon. You see pretty far, but you can't see the artillery there. Grenadiers moving in, recrewing the mortar.
We have a mortar team.
Oh wow, I think that was it bug splat on the exact same point, unfortunately. So there must be something happening with the game at that point that my computer can't really control. Yeah, really sorry about that. I don't think I will make another try for that one, because it's just too, if it cracks out on the exact same spot every time, not really sure what it is at that point then. If any in chat that knows company heroes 2 better than I do, if you have any tips. The only thing I can think about is restarting the computer, but yeah, too bad. I think I'll have to check my computer and try to get back. Maybe I can recast the stream at one point, but this can happen sometimes in live stuff. This is not a professional setup that I have. This computer is a few years old. My apologies, people, and let's see. I'll let you know. I can go live if I choose to recast the match, but that will probably be after the people have played it there. I finished it on a fresh computer. Well, thank you all for watching. I can see the guys are still in Discord in their respective Britcoms and German comms, so I think the match is still going on. It was pretty interesting start where the Brits were coming strong. Well, I'll let you know if I can stream this match again. Thank you and bye.